Well, good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, the 14th of May, and I'm just on the exit edge of Grayson Highlands State Park. Going to head south. Yesterday I did an 11.9, short of my goal of 15, but it was brutal, 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 brutal rocks yesterday. Pretty hard on the knees. They kind of ached this morning a little bit, so. I don't know what the train is like heading out, so we'll find out together. Gonna try and do about another 12 miles today. It's either that or about a 19 to get to a good stopping spot. So the downside is I'm running out of food. Hopefully I can make it to Marion to get some food. I've got a resupply in Atkins that I sent myself with a partial food drop. I don't think I can get to Atkins, not unless something happens with the trail and it turns into this nice expressway. Chances of that are slim. So anyway, off to hiking today, and we'll see how it goes. We do have a cold front coming in. You can hear the wind. Got kind of cool last night, especially late this morning. Didn't sleep real well. We had to sleep in the shelter here since we're in the state park, although a Boy Scout troop came in last night about 10 o'clock and put tents everywhere. So hey, I'll follow the rules. So anyway, let's go get some hiking done. Bye. Well, I'm at the intersection of the Bearpin Trail, and that means I've gone exactly 2 miles in 1 hour and 8 minutes, and that included dropping my pack and taking my long shirt off, drinking a half a liter of water, and filtering another liter. So that's not bad. So it's been a little rooty, a little rocky at first coming out of the state park, but the climb's not been bad. All right, let's hike on. All right, here's the livestock corral. There's a bathroom over there. These are trail maintenance guys. I came over the wall right there and have been walking on that kind of type terrain for quite a while across the top there. It's kind of nice. Here's the valley, heading that way to toward the orchard shelter, old orchard shelter, and got some water here, but I don't quite trust it for viruses, so I will wait to get my water down at the shelter. I've still got a little over a liter, so I'm okay. 3.5 miles, let's get going. Oh, and I forgot to mention I did a 3.2 in 2 hours and 2 minutes with a break for water, taking my shirt off, and about a 5-minute break on the top of Rock Mountain, which is where I just came down from. Not bad. Okay, I'm starting my climb up Hurricane Mountain. Came down to Old Orchard Shelter, and my right knee really started acting up. I think it was just so many rocks over the last couple of days. It finally just decided to protest. So I hobbled down to the shelter, had lunch, got some ibuprofen in me, some Tylenol in me, and did a little stretching. And now I've got to climb up 1,000 feet and go down 1,000 feet on the other side to get to the camp, to the shelter for the night. It's about 2 o'clock. Was making really great progress in the day, but now not so much anymore. But it's where I need to get to, so that's where I got to go. See you later. Time to hike on. Hey everybody. Well, I've arrived at the Hurricane Mountain Shelter. It's 4:05, so basically in 8 hours, minus a couple of breaks and lunch, I did 10.9. So not great. Had to slow down because of my knee. I really hurt it this afternoon. Actually, it really had me worried. I was afraid I was going to have to jump on and hitch as I came basically off of the last mountain before I started climbing Hurricane. I was almost afraid I was going to have to hitch a ride into Troutdale and stay at the church hostel there for a while, but I took another Tylenol and did some stretches and shook it off and just got my way through it. So here at the Hurricane shelter, it's a really nice shelter. I'm the only one here. Water's back down the trail as I came in. That's where the campsites are. Now this is my dilemma. It's going to get down to 37 degrees tonight with a lot of wind. It's warmer in a tent. But where the tent sites are, it's right by a very, very strong creek, which tends to be a cold sink. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another, I think. It's probably going to be colder down there by the creek than up here in the shelter. And since I'm first here, the wind is blowing right now into the camera. You can see the privy back there. So if I get to choose my spot, I choose that corner right there. I think that's going to give me the best protection from the wind. A lot of rain. There's a mouse nest up there, so that doesn't bode well. So anyway, I don't know, could you see it up there? Yeah, so anyway, nice fire pit, although it's a little inconvenient to try and use it. But I do like the fact that there's a really nice table here, and it's level, and it's actually under the shelter, out away from the rain. So I'm liking it. I think I'm staying. I think the guy that I had lunch with, he was going to come here. He already got rid of his winter gear, but for him, lower is better. So I think he's going down to the next shelter. He's moving fast too. I mean, we left together, and within 3-4 minutes he was outside. He was gone. So, you know, young kid, long legs, running light. So I'm not going to worry about it. You know, that's his hike. This is my hike. My hike will probably be a flip-flop, as it seems to be the nature of my travels. Did real well for a while today. Was doing about 2 miles an hour, based upon some checkpoints and everything, and then to get into some really nasty rocks, and then I had to slow down a little bit and be realistic with my goal here. So could I go on another hour? Yep, I could hike another hour. I could go 2 more miles, but there's nothing in 2 more miles. So I'm going to stay here and hunker down and see what happens with this cold front. Anyway, if I have a signal here, I might try to upload some videos, but I've had a very poor luck with Verizon over the last 3 days. Matter of fact, there's a lot of times I have 0 signal, not even extended network. So anyway, I'll see what I can do. Anyway, if not, hey, eventually I'll end up in a hotel or a hostel or in a town where I've got some good connectivity, and we'll catch up on all this. All right, everybody. See you later. Bye.